Today's podcast is brought to you in part by Fergs Disc Sports. Check out bergsdiscsports.com for the highest quality disc golf bags and gear that have all been fully tested and approved by our disc golf community. The only thing better than Fergs bags is Fergs customer service. For over 10 years, the Flying Disc Store has stocked Australia's largest range of flying disc products. From disc golf discs and bags to ultimate frisbees, throw and catch discs and dog discs, the Flying Disc Store has everything you need. As part of our support of the Tee-Off, the Flying Disc Store would like to provide Tee-Off listeners with 5% off any purchase in the store. Just use the code TEEOFF5 when checking out to get your discount. Visit www.flyingdiscstore.com.au today to grab a deal. And if you have any questions, be sure to contact their friendly staff. Welcome back to the Tee-Off, an Australian podcast about the awesome sport of disc golf. My name is Patty Robinson. In the booth with me today, I've got the old Taipan Timmy.
Hey, Patty. How you doing, mate?
I'm good, mate. And Flippin' Fergs.
Flippin' Fergs.
Flippin' Fergs. You love that Heiser flip, bud.
Love it.
Welcome, fellas. Episode 48. Pretty bloody keen to get into it. Straight off the mark, Tim's favourite, the players' meeting. We've done some commentary recently, and the response on the Gatekeeper commentary was pretty bloody good, fellas. So I wanted to give ourselves a little pat on the back, but say well done with that. If anyone wants to go over and have a look at the WA Open footage on Gatekeeper, there's been some great comments on there. I did have a laugh at some of them as well. Some bloke called us a bunch of Sheilas. I thought that was good. Some guy said that his wife really enjoyed the commentary as well, and she was actually watching disc golf, so happy days there.
I heard she likes mustaches too, Fergs.
I was going to say, she only heard our voices. Imagine she actually saw us.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
Well, jump on the Instagrams, love, and you'll see us. But yeah, I think overall, there was a call out for us to join Disc Golf Network as well. So Disc Golf Network, we are available. The hours are going to be a bit shit with the old time difference, but we are available. But yeah, what did you guys think?
I thought it was awesome. The comments really very flattering, and it was good to comment on like a great course and with great like players. They really put it on.
100%. Yeah,
turned it
was
on,
a great event. Easy one to commentate on.
Yeah.
Well, actually, speaking of the players though, there was just one person who came out with, maybe not the greatest feedback, and he sent us in a bit of a video, actually.
There's always one troll. One.
There's always one. Now, I thought I have sort of grabbed the audio. I'm going to play it for you boys now. But Blake Houston was not impressed. So let's have a quick listen.
Hey, all right, it's Blake here. We're on hole 12, the hardest hole at Mundaring, 255 metres. So I'm here because on the recent coverage of the WA Open on Gatekeeper Media, Patrick Robinson, as a commentator, he said a couple of words, and I took it personally. I thought it was quite offensive. My line on this hole, I followed the Simon Lizotte and Eagle McMahon line. They're the only two that have ever done it, which is a Sky Annie over the left side of the trees and pan out onto the gold fairway. He just, didn't believe that was the line I should be taking. I'll just roll the clip now.
Fantastic. And Blake looking at the inhuman Simon line over the top. This looks like a better attempt than his last two.
Turn. Come on.
Didn't quite get the all the way turnover and glide, but he's beaten the hard part of the hole.
I don't know, man. We've seen Blake do this a lot. In each round, just because you can maybe doesn't mean you should.
All right, so that's what he said. And as I said, I've taken it quite personally. So, quick story behind it, Patty. I've gone through the middle plenty of times, but as soon as you hit the first tree, it's a bogey. And although at WA Open, I went bogey, bogey, then double bogey, you can't blame that on my drive, right? It was a poor second part of the hole. So I'm just here to show you that I can birdie it by going over the top. Patty, this is for you, mate. Oh, that's perfect. That is huge. Woo! Alright, Patty, so we got about 110 left. I'm going to go forehand venom. I just want to prove you wrong here. Take the bird, move on. I wouldn't be dissing my shot, Patty, because I don't think you can get this far. Alright, forehand into the pin. Skip in. Oh. Caught the edge of the green, did a little counter skip. Still would have been good, but hey, I think we're parked. Alright, for birdie on hole 12.
So there we go.
Commitment to proving the point.
Yes, I had to
Good on
endure about 3 minutes in the footage there. But yes, he's called me out. He didn't like it. So what I will say to you, Blake, is that your film work in that is pretty bang on. And, you know, honestly, he cuts the scenes. So I don't know what he's done. You can't see anything. He's recording it on a mobile. So, and the commentary is great.
No, I got your back, Blake. I'm with you, mate. Paddy absolutely can't take that line. He's just jealous. So kudos, mate, for going for it. I know you were 3 fairways over at one point. But
some tickets on yourself there, Blake, comparing yourself to Simon and Eagle there. Oh, geez, I don't know.
Definitely very lippy from the young lad. I love it. I love seeing it.
Well,
what is he like? He's not even 8. What is he, 17? 16?
17.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
I think, though,
Good on ya.
overall, Blake said it best himself with this.
Although at WA Open, I went bogey, bogey, then double bogey.
So, look, mate, I can birdie any hole in practice, but it doesn't matter what you do in practice. It's what you do on the actual course in the tournament. So
it does hurt to get some bad feedback. Get that thumbs down. So make sure we need to filter him out. If you haven't watched WA Open, if you want to watch it. But make sure even if you don't watch it, jump on there, give it a like, chuck a comment in. Definitely helps to get the views up.
In all seriousness, he's done an absolute epic job at the Perth Open. I loved watching him and throw those big lines. And, mate, the fact that guy's got Mundaring in his backyard is why he is that freaking good. So, yes, good on you, Blake. I love the feedback coming in, so appreciate it. Now, Fergie, we actually have one more item. What do you got for me?
Well, yes, we had the world's basket giveaway, which was the Rad Mini Par disc golf basket giveaway. Mm-hmm. And do we have a drum roll or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The winner was none other than Blake Houston.
Yeah, this was pretty cool. So we asked people to tip a winner of MPO and FPO. Mm-hmm. And 2 people got it right, but Blakey got in first, tipping Isaac Robinson and KT. Very nicely done, mate.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So solid. So, Blake, you've got some good shots at me, and now you get a free basket. So, good on you, mate.
Yeah,
very successful.
And Blake, I did see some footage of you trying to knock over the Rad Ace V2 basket when it was in Perth at the WA Open, the new disc golf basket.
Putting at 400 miles an hour.
And it was doing a very good job of catching it. I want to see the same video with the mini par, please. Only using minis, but I want to see something.
He'll do it, mate.
All right,
He'll do it.
I think I haven't actually seen that video get the old share around the socials, so I think we need to get that.
I've got to
there.
get on that. I've been
it's
slack
hilarious.
On the socials.
Rad's just waiting to put that out in a commercial.
Yeah, that's the new Rad ad, surely.
Fantastic. All right, moving on. Next up, again, I love starting with 2 things with Tim absolutely loves. But
dangerously long players meeting, Paddy. Just saying that was dangerously long.
Yeah, we've got the disc golf reflection. So this was actually sent in, Tim. So if you send something in for a bit of reflection or a bit of advice, I will definitely read it out.
Why don't you just let me come in 15 late? Like, I don't need to listen
well,
to
you
this.
did that today, mate. But no, so we got a question come in. Any tips on minimising the damage when things start to go wrong, particularly when you're actually playing well during a tournament? So
fake an injury, DNF.
No,
This is the true Australian way.
thing is, I don't need to fake an injury lately. But no, I think I've had a little bit of time to sort of digest this. Some of the things I will put out. So I think if you really work on your game and you start to think about like trying to reflect in the moment of like what is actually going wrong. I think the better players will be far more sort of self-aware and know. I remember like talking or listening to Paul Macbeth talk about when he watches video of himself, he's like, okay, he can see exactly what he's doing wrong at times. So I think the better players will know like, okay, well, that didn't come out quite right, or this, they make small adjustments, not big adjustments. And if you just be careful mentally, if you take a bogey or you have a shot that, didn't work out exactly how you wanted, is to not spiral, just say, okay, well, whatever that hole's done. Sometimes I play a hole, I'm like, all right, yeah, I bogeyed that one, that sucks. But I don't want to back it up with that. So try, minimize the damage and think, right, I'll just play smart. How am I going to attack the next one? So you don't, start that trend of like bogey, bogey, bogey par, double bogey, that type of thing. So make small adjustments. Try to like really self-reflect in the moment, not get too carried away. Because bogeys happen. It's fine. That happens. It's just like the really good players don't let a bogey turn into something, even worse and turn into like, a massive blowout sort of round. So, yeah, that's what I would say there to that. But I'll throw it out to you boys. What do you reckon?
Oh, look, for me, I don't know. It is hard in the moment not to lose focus, but like if you've got a bogey, cool, to move on. It's easier said than done. But my, tact is to just not then go on and risk it for the biscuit for the next one. Don't think about trying to birdie that one either, even if it means just laying up. You know what I mean? Don't run that putt, whatever. If it's outside your range, then just take one for the team, and just get, back on at least a par train or something. Get your rhythm back. You're not going to win it back in the next hole. You're going to lose it potentially. So, that's it.
Yep.
I'm maybe of a different frame of mind. So I think minimising the damage can be a treacherous thought process to have. I think if you're focusing on what you did wrong and maybe what you're trying to avoid doing wrong on the next shot, you're going to either do that thing wrong or you're going to do the polar opposite and do something else wrong. I think you still got to just, try and forget about what's happened in the past and try and execute the best possible shot on the next hole. So, try not to focus on minimising the damage, so to speak. That's my tip.
Yeah, it's kind of like going on a bad date. You know what I mean? Just like focus on the next one. Don't worry too much about it.
I'll take your word for it.
You probably had a few of them, mate.
Hey, I'm happily married. Thank you very much.
No, but I reckon as well, going into, especially in like big like tournament sort of mode, having a bit of a plan for how you're going to play each hole and that sort of stuff, and sticking to that plan, and trust yourself that whatever prep that you've done, that trust that process and just try and get back to it. But yeah, so I don't know. Cool couple of points there. I hope that helps. But yeah, if anyone wants to follow up on that, send in some questions. We're always keen to talk about that.
What's news around the world, around Australia? What's news? What's happened and who's spoken?
Time for the recap, and we're going to start over in the States with USWDGC. Fair income, that is the longest acronym going around. Call this US Women's from here on out, I think.
Yeah.
It was taken out by none other than KT in a huge shock to nobody. This was her 5th straight major, which is actually an FPO record. Yeah. And she becomes the first FPO player to complete the Grand Slam.
The Grand Slam, man.
All majors in a year, which is huge. And she set out to do it at the start of the year. She said, I want to win all majors, and she's done it.
Yeah.
So well done to KT.
So does that mean she's hit her goal and now she's just going to next year?
I don't
Is that
think
what we're
so.
going to see?
I did actually see a whole bunch of contention about the whole Grand Slam thing, because even I think Paul Macbeth was on her a little bit, kind of, well, not on her, but the people saying that she got the Grand Slam because she got 5, but in the past there's been less or something like that. I don't know. There was something about did you see those comments?
I didn't. No. Is that, or is this Paul Macbeth? He's gone to Twitter about some of this? Okay.
Yes.
No, I did
called
hear
X,
about it.
It's called X, mate. Twitter's gone. Get with
Oh,
the
really?
times.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Someone actually did put up a funny little meme afterwards of a baby goat jumping on another goat. So that's pretty good.
That is funny. No, I didn't see that, but
Yep. Anyway, who cares, mate? She won Grand Slams. It's like someone winning Roland Garros, bloody Aussie Open, all the tennis. She did it.
yeah,
Massive.
it was huge. And this one, like, it wasn't a typical KT performance. She wasn't just like 6 shots ahead after round 1 and just mowed it on from there. She was behind after the first round. First round was led by Hannah Bloomross, Hayley King, and Missy Gannon by 3 shots. And at the end of round 2, Hannah was up going into the very last hole of, I think the third round actually. Got to hole 18. She had a 2-shot lead on KT. I don't know if you saw this, boys. Round 3, it was pissing down rain, so it was a pretty hard round to play and watch. Hannah was navigating it beautifully. Gets to the very last hole. She hits first available, like out of position on a wooded hole, straddles out, hits another early tree, and then she throws her next shot accidentally from the wrong lie. She like marked her disc, moved the disc out of the way, went to go get a towel or another disc, and then played from where she moved the disc to, not her actual mini.
That's huge.
So she had to...
And this is on the 18th hole.
18th hole. She had a 2-stroke lead, 18th hole of round 3, and she ends up taking a snowman an 8 on a par 4, and KT just gets a par, and all of a sudden KT's going into the last round with 2 shots up her sleeve.
Yeah, right.
It was huge. It was so hard to watch on live coverage, and just like pretty like an unimaginable mistake. Like you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Again, back to the caddies. Where's the caddy on that
Yeah,
call?
true.
Point that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she actually had a caddy too, so that makes it even worse. But
Yeah.
still,
That's no bonus for that one.
very, very disappointing to see.
Yeah, I did. I really, the only other thing I wanted to say with this is the course. The course looked freaking awesome,
Yeah,
man.
course is sick.
And really, like, it's clearly like it's rare to see a course that comes into mind where it's just the FPO playing. And I think it really held up to their skills. It had woods, it had water, it had some open shots, it had shaping shots, it had tight line, it had everything. And I reckon, it was great to watch, and they slayed it. So yeah, that was really cool.
Want to give a shout out to Owen Scoggins. She ended up taking 2nd place thanks to a 1,008 rated final round. So awesome to see her come back after having to pull out of Worlds.
Now, Tim, just before we go on, I'm just checking the notes. You haven't mentioned it, but KT as well got engaged.
Yeah, still for that.
She's, she's been off the market for years, but all those little neck beards, sorry, mate. She's, it's official. She's got the ring on the finger. So silver manned up. And so I think they went on a big walk up in the mountains or something.
Oh, I saw some stuff on Instagram of just bears and butterflies flying around and deer and
they're a power couple. Those two.
Oh my god, absolutely.
They're pretty much like Beckham and Posh Spice in Estonia.
Yeah,
like I heard on the Multi-Word podcast that in Estonia, like Silverlat and Kristen Tatar are actually like on Nike ads on bus stops and stuff. Like they're a big deal, mate.
Yeah, they get like the president or whatever they get like messaging and like, hey, good win.
The actually the was it the Estonian?
Is it Prime Minister? Maybe I don't know.
No. It was the at the US embassy. The Estonian representative actually shouted out KT. So
oh, really?
Oh, you kidding? Yeah, for winning the USW DGC. So there you go.
Oh,
just going places.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool. What else, Tim?
In some other news over in the States, Ken Climo is actually jumping in the commentary booth for USDGC, which is absolutely awesome.
Yes, I'm so excited for this. He's done it before, and it was great.
It was so good. The insight that he offers is just awesome.
And I have it on good authority that he's just smoked 17 packs of ciggies as well.
Yeah.
So he's going to be extra raspy.
Love the gravelly voice. Just made for the booth.
Sometimes I've noticed as well with some of those old guys coming, they sort of like, they like to talk about the old stories or they talk about the disc and how it's changed, but he doesn't offer that in the commentary. He's talking about like where his breakdown of holes and stuff is just incredible. I really dig that. I really love that.
And I'd probably say that like 80+% of listeners and viewers of DGN have probably like joined the sport after Ken Climo's retired. So it's going to be some new insight and a new voice for those people to hear. So it's just awesome.
Yeah.
Sick.
And it's not PPV either, is it? It's on Disc Golf Network now.
That's a good question. We have to look into that.
Yeah. Okay. Not sure.
No, I was going to say, I did see a stat the other day that no one since Ken Climo back in 2001-2 has gone back to back. at the USDGC.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
right.
no one can do it back to back. Since
Will? No?
Nope. No, no one's done it except
okay.
him, and I think it was 2001 and 2002. I'm pretty sure it only started in
Fergie's done his work, homework,
no.
because
Yeah.
I did mention we're doing a quiz this episode, and Fergie, I think he's
I'll write that one down.
got an early front runner.
Yeah, I'll write that one down. No. Yeah, right. Cool.
Yeah, there you go.
That's awesome stuff. In other news, the 2024 tour schedule was released, and the main change was there's no more Vegas to start the year, which is kind of cool because the Vegas comp, like your interest is like at its highest because disc golf is coming back, and then it's Vegas, which is like a pretty trashy course and just stacks of wind, just buffeted by wind.
Looks like it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And to
looks
be
cold,
honest-
windy.
To be honest, I haven't seen any of New South Wales Open. That's kind of what I'm expecting when we do the commentary for that. So
Yeah.
should be fun. Look forward to that.
Shout out. That's happening this week.
So this time
Excited.
around, it's actually kicking off in Florida. So that should be kind of cool. And then moving off through Texas. So
I was going to bring up as well the PDJ Champions Cup
okay.
has moved its date. Well, they've pushed it back
Yes.
to October 31st to November 3rd.
Okay.
So that's just unfortunately thrown
why?
out. I don't know.
So, you know why? That's because, as Tim has very generously put in our notes, WR Jackson. It's been, unfortunately, has to be destroyed because it's got this like pine beetle infestation or something. Like, yeah, they have to basically remove like a whole bunch of the course.
I'm seeing stacks of stuff on Instagram of players going over there and playing like one last round at WR because it's a pretty memorable course, been around for a long time, and a lot of people's favourite course to play disc golf. So
Yeah.
Shit.
bit of a shame.
That was
huge.
seriously on my bucket list of courses to play.
Yeah,
And unable to.
might want to
Sucks.
get there. Might want to get there pretty soon, Paddy. Maybe next week.
All right, I'll call up M.
Now the other change, and maybe they've been listening to me just have a whinge every time I do the recap. There's no more silver, no more elite, no more elite plus next season. It's simply Disc Golf Pro Tour event, Disc Golf Pro Tour Plus. That's taking over the elite plus events.
Okay.
Disc Golf Pro Tour Playoff, and then majors. So there's 4 classes of events which have ramifications for the points, but not really.
So
Of note to us.
Okay.
so Disc Golf Pro Tour Plus
Mm-hmm.
is still underneath the major?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah? Okay,
In that
cool.
order. So
So like Pro Tour Plus, major, and then the playoffs.
playoffs in the middle of that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Simple. Simples.
Now, we have one small comp coming up very soon. I think it kicks off tomorrow night, US DGC. So this is for the MPO divisions. I need some tips, boys. I'm going to jump out early,
All right, do it.
and I'm glad you said there's no more back-to-back. There's never been another back-to-back winner, Fergie, because I was looking at Gannon Burr. But I'm going to go Eagle McMahon, because I always tip
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
He's hot to trot at the moment, though.
Let's get
his,
him.
his
Oh,
second
lock-
half of the season's been hot.
Locked him in.
That's good. I
What about
like
you
that,
boys?
Tim. Do you want to go? I'm gonna throw it out to someone completely different. Nicholas Antilla. Not completely different because he came so close last year, but he shredded that course. So yeah, I'll put him up.
Good shout, Fergie.
My heart, maybe not my head, but my heart, Calvin.
Calvin. I thought you were going to go Proctor. You always tip Proctor.
No, that's so true. Tonight.
Just quietly, I'd love to see Ricky get it.
Oh, yeah.
I think he definitely deserves to have his name on the winners list of
Nah,
the
the world
USDGC.
wants, the world wants
Yeah.
Calvin. The man never wins. We want him to win something. Something big. Now,
Cool.
over to Aussie Shores, we had Aussie Disc Golf Day. That went down. Another huge success. There were 11 events across the country, which was actually a little less compared to last year, but stack of players. I did a quick count, adding up all the players across all the events. 386 players. So
Okay.
good bunch of players out there. Good to see the Aussie disc golf scene still growing and ticking over nicely.
Was that less than last year? I thought we had like 500 last year.
Yeah, we had.
Yeah?
It's quite a bit less than last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But still, very, very good numbers. And I just want to quickly shout out the winners. MPO, Blake Houston. FPO, Sarah Lee. MP40, Ruben Berg. He's definitely one to watch. I heard, actually, Ruben, I think, is the number 1 ranked Masters player at the moment, or something like that, according to rating. Maybe top 10. 60th. Top 100 even. But something awesome on Ruben. I saw him post something awesome.
That's
really
global.
cool.
That's global. That's
Yeah,
huge.
that's awesome.
Yeah, on you, Ruben.
Yeah.
Yeah. MA1, Tom Lee. FA1, Jennifer Lahn. MA40, Peter Hellier.
On you, Pete.
FA40, Jennifer Bailey. MA50, Ian Whitaker. MA2, Ash Gabe. FA2, Jessica Porter. MA3, Andrew Young-Jackway. MA4, Josh Gresham. FA4, Amanda Purcell. NJ15, Joe Paul. And FJ15, Jess Holman. To shout out to all those winners of Aussie Disc Golf Day.
Nice.
Huge congratulations.
I had 2 cracks at it. My ratings were bad at both events, but I got wins, which was cool.
Yeah, nice.
Played the Throwlers, which was awesome fun. And,
Actually, something happened at the Throwlers.
what are we talking about at Throwlers?
Didn't old Alan try to go down a...
He may have.
Yeah.
All right. If you
Come on.
if you haven't heard the story, first of all, I got a good win. Hit a clutch putt on the last hole. Very nice.
Sweet.
Got the win.
Over who?
Over Leo Dykes.
Oh, yeah?
Hot and charging Leo Dykes.
Yeah, okay. That was Chris's sneaky from the last episode.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
very nice
Yep.
tip. It was actually really close. But anyway,
Yep.
the midway point, the course actually right next to a BMX track.
Yeah.
And Darren Stay Smith, in all of his wisdom, brought his BMX bike and he's like, "Do you want to have a crack down the BMX track?" And I'm
Yeah.
like, "I'm good, thanks, Daz, because I know I will absolutely punt myself down this course." But anyway, I didn't have to even have a crack because Alan Brunsting jumped ahead,
Yeah.
TD had a crack, and he left that BMX track with a little bit less of his face and a little bit less of his hands because apparently he didn't even make it down the runway, just straight onto his face, and it was like cheese on a grater. So
Was he wearing a helmet at least? Please.
I think he might be wearing a helmet.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Paul's
anyway,
doing his best impression of a Thrower.
yeah, we had the we had the midway players meeting before round 2 with Alan just looking like a zombie, just covered in blood, being like, "I'm going to wrap this up quick because I need to go get some stitches." So shout out to Alan. His first ever DNF. And
right.
he earned it, I reckon.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
well done.
I don't know. Sounds a bit weak, to be honest. But
Awesome event though. I'm going to make sure that I do the toss off away from any BMX tracks just for safety reasons. So
I'll 100% that name has been growing on me.
now, we also had an A-tier New South Wales 2023 presented by MV Disc Sports went down in Sydney and Austin D'Alessandro took it out by 8 shots.
8.
Yeah.
Now, I
Far
can't
out.
wait. We're actually getting Austin on the phone today as an exclusive interview to find out how it all went down because he was actually the only score under par out of the whole event. The rest of the MPO field had an absolute mare in the wind, apparently.
Jeez.
And no one else under par. Austin was 6 down through 3 rounds. He averaged 9.77, which was enough to take it out. I think par, I don't know if the course is super hard or if it was just the combination of the wind and all of the OB, but par
I reckon
seemed,
just a heap of OB. Yeah.
par seemed to be around 9.35, 9.40-ish. So,
Ugh.
yeah, very, very interesting.
Okay.
Looking forward to that commentary.
Oh no, I'm like, we just commentated some really top-notch disc golf on a top-notch course, and now we're gonna watching the Wind Fest and Jade Brady. Shout out to Jade. I imagine he's just whiffing putts back and forth because I saw some rough scores from Jade.
All right.
There were no FPO players, but the best female scorer was Jennifer Lan in FA1, averaging 8.78. So well done to Jennifer. She took out an Aussie Disc Golf Day as well. So she's on a bit of a mare, on a bit of a heater. MP40 was taken out by Olatunji Akposani by 10 shots. So a huge win there.
Nice.
But yeah, New South Wales Open boys. Unfortunately, we couldn't get there. So be relying on the footage to tell us, and Austin to tell us exactly what went down and how it went down.
Nice. Looking forward to it.
Perth Open 2023, the Rumble edition, supported by Innova, also went down in WA. And Paul Noisy Noisen had his first win.
Nice.
First win of the year and first MPO win since 2021. So big shout out to Noisy. He took down a pretty strong field in MPO. So kudos, mate.
I've seen Paul play well, and he gets very clean and has a very mean putt.
Yeah.
Do we know where this was played? Which course?
I don't actually.
Or was it I think it might have been a pop-up one or something.
Okay. Yep.
Sweet.
Memory, but anyway, yep.
Good win for Noisy. And his uniform when he's playing is always on point. Nice colour coordination. So it's always good to see someone with a bit of style taking out the win.
Yep.
MP40 was taken out by none other than Chris Finn.
Nice, Finny.
Had a nice round 2 rated 1006. So good to see a 4-digit round taken
with
out
that.
over there. FA1, Sue Summers had the win. Shout out to Sue.
Nice, Sue. I think, did Finny maybe shoot the hottest score?
He did actually, 12 down. But doesn't count unless you're in MPO. So well done to Finney.
100%. But yeah, good on you, Finney.
Yeah.
And that does the recap, Paddy. So we'll take a short break and then we'll get Austin D'Alessandro on the phone to chat all things New South Wales Open.
Looking for help with course design and installations, a new disc or other accessories for your game? Well, OzDiscs has a huge range of all disc golf equipment in stock. 5% of each sale goes back to support your local club through their rewards program. Also, did we mention they have next day shipping? Well, jump online and check out OzDiscs now at www.ozdiscs.com.au.
We just called to have a chin wag. We just called to have a chat with friends. We just called to talk some disco and to catch up on the latest disco trends.
All right, and on the phone, we've got Austin D'Alessandro from Canberra, mate. We've already sort of given you a bit of a shout out because you've just won the New South Wales Open. But welcome to the tee-off, and how are you going?
Oh, I'm good, Patty. Thanks for having me.
That's good. And second, congratulations for the win on the weekend, mate. How did it go?
Oh, look, man, I think I got a bit lucky in the end. The conditions were rough, and I don't know. It's just, I thought it was going to be a lot more scoreable than it was, but I don't know. That's how it goes, I guess.
How were the conditions? Because, you were the only score under par, and you took it out by 8 shots. And we saw a lot of good players. Leith Brodie, Reese Wisniewski, Adam Rigby, and Jade Brady really struggle on that sort of course. So, was it just the course or just the conditions, or what are we sort of looking at here?
Oh, I mean, there was a fair bit of OB, especially around some of the greens. And day 1 and 3, there was just enough wind to bring it into play. And then day 2, that was just something else. I think I shot 7 over or something on day 2.
Yeah, rough.
You and the rest of the field, mate. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. We've already said we're really looking forward to doing some commentary on it. So
I'm actually so sorry you're gonna have to watch that second round. That is terrible.
Well, look, yes, we did hear that the wind was up a little bit. So I wanted to ask, what was probably your most used or most useful disc throughout that tournament?
Yeah, I can't remember what I used. I think probably just the same FD and DD3 I use at every tournament. I carry a bag with 30 discs, and I think I throw 5 of them.
Yep, spot on. Maybe slap a Taipan in there for the windy days, Austin.
Mate, I would never slap a Taipan in that bag.
That'd be perfect.
Well, yeah, my follow-up question, has Discmania contacted you yet? Because on all the Gatekeeper media, it says you're sponsored by them. So I don't
know.
What's happening? Are we going to get a 2024 sponsorship or what?
Oh, imagine. I don't know. I hear Justice up about that, saying, man, what's going on? But he reckons Gatekeeper just did it, so they must have the inside info, I guess.
Didn't someone already steal the Lone Wolf as their, Tour Series disc? Because they need to give that up. That is the perfect Austin disc, I reckon.
The Lone Wolf. Mate, I lost the Lone Howl in Queensland. Not in Queensland, it's Sydney. It's Sydney right now.
I think if you do get the sponsorship, mate, the Aussie FD has got to come out straight away.
Aussie
to be well earned, though. I'm an absolute heater at the moment, Austin. Yeah. So not only New South Wales Open, but you took down WA Open on the Mundaring course. So disc golf game, obviously feeling really good at the moment. Have you got any plans to transport that overseas? Because we've really enjoyed this period of time where Bainey's been away and we've had a chance to win some stuff.
I was going to say, you're trying to get him overseas.
It'd be nice if you could just sort of follow suit and give us a bit of a chop out.
Yeah, I actually registered for the New Zealand tour down under or whatever it is next year for the month. That looks like fun. And then, I don't know, who knows, maybe I might go have a crack in Europe next year in July.
Yeah, awesome. That'd be cool, man. You went to New Zealand last year, right? Or was it this year you went?
Yeah, we went to New Zealand and played. We only went for one comp. It was a Discmania comp, and we literally went just to see Simon Lizotte. We bailed on nationals for it, and then turns out he bailed on that comp anyway.
Oh, shattered.
Yeah, I'm really excited because I know you boys went over. We heard about it. It sounded like a pretty awesome comp. It's cool to see that you're heading back. It was definitely one on our radar too. I think that'd be really fun to get to because those boys did a good job. Yeah, running the tournament.
Oh, it was so good. And just the environment with 50, 60 people in MPO, it was, I'd never played anything like it. It was so much fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's sick. They're just on another level compared to us at the moment. Back to local stuff. So tell us a little bit about the New South Wales course. So we obviously just played Mundaring, which is like a proper pro-level course. How did New South Wales stack up? Because I had my concerns it being like the Armoury, which is kind of limited in terms of space and trees and sort of what they could do there. Did you think the OB really met the brief for an AT tournament?
Yeah, I don't know. Look, coming into it, I thought it was a joke. I was like, if we're not shooting 10, 12 down a round, what are we even doing there? And then turns out nobody actually shot on the par. So I think the OB definitely came into play. There was a few holes that were genuinely hard. Like hole 1, I think I got the only birdie for the entire weekend out of everybody, and it's just such a smash. But then there's other holes where it's just, is it even worth trying to go for the green? There's that much OB around it.
Austin, I know in the first round you on a bit of a heater. I think through 11 holes you were about 9 under par. Then you came up to holes 12, 13 and 14. What happened there?
12. What's that? 12. 12 was this like real, it's this long par, so it plays far. And I was putting for birdie on it. And then 3 putters. Nice. 13, there's like, you kind of throw out into the field and then you're throwing onto this island kind of thing. And it was going to be parked, hit the base of a tree, decided to roll back OB. And then 14 is one of the ones there's just no need to go for it. Just laugh and take your par. But at that stage, I'd gone bogey and pretty much given up on the tournament. So I just sent it.
Well, I mean,
through my disco beat, didn't even bother going to try to find it. Just stepped up, decided to throw another one OB, and then stepped up to the second OB one and looked at the basket. By the time I looked up, I'd already thrown the party. It was never going in.
I cannot wait for this commentary.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's going to be hilarious.
Mate, I literally went from the best 11 holes of my life to probably the worst 25 following it.
Well, look, you still kind of managed to shoot a couple of birdies on that home stretch there. I mean, you still came home with a 999 rated round with a stretch of 5 over in 3 holes. It would have been an absolute monster rating.
Oh, mate.
But yeah, nonetheless, mate, you still got a cracking win there. Absolutely.
No, that's why we love you, Austin. You're all or nothing. And I've got one last question before we sign off, mate. Are the highlighter purple pants coming out in New South Wales Open? We got that to look forward to in the coverage.
Oh, mate, they're always coming out. I actually got a new pair.
Oh, here we go.
She's been dressing them. She got me the purple ones. I thought they were a little short, so she decided to give me some orange ones that are just as short.
Mate, they look like 3/4 pants compared to anything Jade wears, so it's all good.
I know. There's these orange ones, and I was going to match them with an orange shirt, and then I got shy because I thought that with the orange bag was going to be too much. But I'm regretting it. Next time it's coming out.
Don't you dare not do that, please.
Yeah, shorter and brighter. That's awesome, Austin, mate. Loving to see how well you're playing at the moment. Thanks heaps for coming on the tee off, and all the best for the next one. I'm sure we'll see you at the Eruption, no doubt.
Yeah, I'll see Patty on lead card. Tim, I hope to see you there.
Oh, mate, I'll be on lead card. Patty's got a bad back, so I got a good shout.
No,
I'm praying I can get there. I'll be there anyway because the family's coming over and we're going camping and stuff. But yeah, I'm praying I'll be able to throw discs.
I hope it's windy as all hell, and I can show you how the Taipan flies. Because honestly, throwing an FD in wind, what are you doing?
Yeah, but
that's the control, mate. That's the control.
I tell you what, Austin, if I don't play, I will be your caddy, and I promise you I will never say you're putting well. I will make sure they'll say, yeah, what are you doing? That was useless the whole round, and we'll make sure we get the win. I will ask for at least 15% of the winnings, eh?
Oh, that's fine. You can have all of it, mate. I'm just there for the trophy.
That's awesome, man. Well, thanks heaps for coming on. We'll see you at the next one, Austin.
Cool. Thanks, Lewis. Out.
Bloody awesome having Aussie D come onto the coverage. You did call him Grimace at one point because of the purple pants. I kind of like that
I forgot to. I was going to ask if that nickname stuck. But yeah, I think we need to keep
Aussie
it
going. I coined that. That one's sticking, I reckon. Now, boys, I hope you've done your homework because I put together a red hot quiz for you guys to tackle.
We haven't done this in a while. I'm so keen for a quiz.
Yeah, a little bit of trivia. So anyone listening, please feel free to have a crack getting the answers right before these boys, and we'll do a little bit of a tally at the end, see who wins. I'm sure last time, did anyone send in a better score than you boys? I think you got like 6 out of 20.
I wasn't great.
No. Well, I did get a little bit nervous when you said quiz because the last quiz I ran, What did you guys get? Two?
The bloody
Yeah, it was
songs.
Yeah, the songs.
fair dinkum.
Yeah, you guys were useless. So I was like, oh, well, you know what? We can definitely do better than that, Fergie. So, yeah, we're feeling good about this.
No, this is all just random stuff straight out of Tim's dome, so it could be absolutely anything. Yeah, let's kick things off.
All right.
So, question 1. James Conrad, he beat Paul Macbeth in a playoff in 2021. We all know the holy shot.
Mm-hmm.
Who came third?
Are we writing this down?
Write it down.
And going through answers after?
No, I'll just go through right once you've written it down.
Oh, I don't know.
Mine's a stab. I don't know. I just feel like it's right, but anyway.
You go.
KJ?
Yuli.
It was none other than Nate Sexton.
Oh,
KJ
right.
was very close.
Oh, was
he
he
was
right?
on lead card. I
He
think
was
he
right.
finished 5th in the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's a no.
What is the speed rating of the Discraft Zone?
Speed rating.
Yep, the speed. Or the full flight numbers. If you can give the full flight numbers, I'll give you an extra point. If
Okay. Of the zone. Okay. Yep.
I had to choose a Discraft disc because you notoriously both throw non-Discraft stuff. So, yeah. And everyone else
Sorry?
bags the zone. Paddy,
Okay.
what have you got?
I reckon it's a 4-speed.
Yeah, it is a 4-speed.
I reckon it's 4 glide. And
not quite.
Not quite. And 0.03, I said.
0.3 is right.
Okay. I had 4. 304.
Oh, very close. It was 4303.
Okay.
But,
okay.
You both get a point for that one
Okay.
because you got the speed right.
Nice.
Who won USDGC first? Nate Sexton or Big Germ?
What? USDGC?
USDGC. So remember,
Oh,
Germ,
who won it first?
Who won it first? Remember, Germ won it
Yeah,
when
yeah,
the
yeah,
last
yeah,
round was
yeah.
cancelled due to the weather, and Sexton
no.
has also won it.
I know this.
All right,
Can I say?
go for it.
Okay. It was definitely Big Jim.
Nate.
It was Big Germ. So that's one for Fergie. So
Oh,
Germ won in 2016, Nate won in 2017.
I was there.
No, you were there?
Yeah, I saw.
Sorry, it's not one for me because I got it wrong.
Yeah, sorry, Fergs. I stitched you up there.
I'm being honest. I'm being honest.
I saw Big Jim get his ring.
Did not realise Paddy was
Yeah.
there, Fergie, so I'll stitch you up there.
Yeah.
My bad.
It was pretty cool. It's a cool ring, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Now let's see how you are with current events. Who is the current number 1 ranked player in the world according to PDGA rating?
Oh,
Oh,
well, actually, right now.
like as in this
As
week?
in right now.
As in right now.
Right now.
Yep. Okay.
Who are we thinking, Fergs?
Well, it depends when the rating went. He shouldn't be there, but maybe I'm going to say Manabu Kajiyama.
It's not Manabu.
No, Manabu dropped 27 points.
Clearly, I did not see that.
27.
He was the
Calvin.
It is Calvin Heinberg.
And-
10.51.
Extra point. Is he 10.51?
I did say it.
10.51?
No,
give
no
yourself
extra
extra
points.
No, I give. Oh,
I love
was
it.
it
how you-
3-1? Bugger.
I thought someone would go Manabu. It's awesome. Now,
Yeah.
Lukey Bain, he's Australia's number 1 at 995. Who's our number 2 ranked player? Give you a quick clue. It's not me.
it's all right. Oh, hang on. I'll go first. Blake.
It is not Blake.
Really?
It's not Blake.
Well, I actually think it's Aussie D.
It's not Aussie D.
Oh.
No.
Chris
All right. Can I say again?
Have another crack. You're not giving you a point, though.
Okay. Is it? Are they from Victoria?
They are from Victoria. Mate, when you wanted...
Okay, all right.
when
Bubble
you-
butt. Bubble butt.
Dave Perry.
Dave Perry.
It is
Dave
Bubble
Perry.
Butt. Yeah, it's Dave Perry.
Yeah.
994. He's only one off Bainey, so very well done.
994.
Bubble butt.
Shit. Bubble butt.
Absolute ham.
Bubble 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 butt.
No, he has got a trailer that just doesn't quit. That is for sure. Now, Gannon Burr. He won last year's USDGC. Who came second?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Throwback to earlier in the episode. May have
You
popped
know
up.
it?
Yeah, and
Yeah. Antilla.
Nicholas Antela. So you both get a point there.
Sorry, I can't get over bubble butt.
Here we go. A nice innovative question. So maybe this gives Fergie the home ground advantage. Which disc was released first? The Destroyer or the Wraith?
okay.
Very, very close, these two. Which one came first?
I'm gonna.
I was actually on the scene when it came out.
Oh, here we go.
The Destroyer. So I believe it was the Wraith.
It was the Wraith. I'm going to say you're on the scene and get it wrong. No, it was the Wraith.
Wraith.
Any idea what year the Wraith came out?
Oh, that would have been 2000 and... Oh, it's got to be 2006.
2005. Destroyer
Bugger.
2007.
Okay.
Now, Infinite
Closer.
Disc,
I like
big store in the US, and they put out their bestsellers. What is the current best-selling disc of 2023? So we're nine full months in.
Okay.
What's the best-selling disc of this year?
Of any brand, not theirs.
Of any brand.
Not Infinite.
Best-selling disc.
All right. I think I know. I'll have a stab.
Have a crack, buddy.
Zone.
It's not the Zone.
Yeah.
Just got to be something like...
Think of something new that came out, something sort of different.
So now you've confused me. Something. I was going to say something pretty generic,
Well, like a
bloody T-bird
fierce or something. I don't know. That didn't come out that new.
Let's go with. No, I don't know. Anything, Fergs. Jeez, say words.
You're already timed out.
Grace.
It was
A Grace?
the MVP glitch.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's frothing
Yeah,
the glitch, mate.
Yeah, okay.
That's cool.
Get
That's
yours
a good
today at the Flying Disc store.
Now,
About 7 left.
who is rated higher currently according to PJ rankings? Simon Lizotte or Eagle McMahon? Which Crush Boy is better? It's very close. One of them is 1046 and one of them is 1042. So which one's better?
I'll say Eagle.
I'll go Eagle.
Eagle is high rated.
Yes.
Mate, how does this even work? Because like you got Calvin top of the list and doesn't win anything, and Eagle as well. When Simon's just won, I don't know. Don't know how it works. Dylan Feldman was the winner of last year's Eruption and may have been the last event he played. He's been injured since. Any idea what his score was through 3 rounds at Mount Gambier? Ooh. So we're playing the pro.
That's a good question.
Playing the pro layout. The weather wasn't great. What do you think the score was?
A total?
It's a total score, or is in like how many under par?
Just how many under par?
Okay.
Or over par. Don't want to give it away to make it too easy.
All right. I will say 3 rounds, 17 under.
I actually have no idea, but I'm going to go a bit more conservative with 8.
It was 15 down. So very, very close, Paddy, but no points there. Here we go. Here's a trilogy question for you. Which disc was released first? The Latitude 64 Saint or the Latitude 64 River?
That is a good question.
Very, very close. Again, one of them was in 2010 and one of them was in 2012.
Yep. I'm going to say Saint.
I'll just point a difference. I'll go River.
It's the River. Your free point there.
Oi.
Like, the River has 7 glide.
Yeah.
So does a glitch. I can tell you what, the glitch is absolutely glidier than the River.
Yeah.
Like, flight numbers are just an absolute.
River's a great starting disc. Great starting disc.
Now, here's a KT question. She won the past 2 Worlds. Where did she place in 2021 at Worlds?
I'm going to say 5th.
It wasn't on the final card from memory. But it was pretty close. Yeah, 5th does sound good, actually.
Locking in.
But, yeah, 5th.
It was 5th, so
Go!
3 point. Well done, boys. Kat Allen, of course, won that one. And
Yeah.
she's been just dreadful since. So hopefully she turns it on very soon. Because I miss seeing Kat Allen and Paige Pierce at the top there, honestly. I still think they're the 2 best challengers for KT, but they need to sort themselves out. What is the glide rating of the Dynamic Discs Justice? Bit of a controversial question because it was originally a certain number and now it's changed to a different number. So what is the current rating of the DD Justice? Which every player should have in their bag. It should be one of the first discs picked. Fergie's like, can you heiser
Glide.
it? The Glide.
Okay.
Yep.
The Glade.
That being the second number.
Yep.
All right. Come on.
All right. I'm going to say 4. But yeah.
Fergs?
I'm going to go with a 3.
It's 1. It used to be 3.
1.
The DD Justice has a glide of 1.
Goodness me.
Yeah. Don't know about that.
So it used to be 3 and now it's changed to 1. And it's so silly. Like, if you throw a DD Justice that has a glide of 1 versus a River that has a glide of 7, one should be like flying in the air for a full minute compared to the DD Justice falls to the
A
ground.
slammer. If you've ever thrown a slam, that has a glide of 1.
Well, I think
not a Justice.
The 1 discs are like the Berg.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Disagree.
Anyway, the numbers for those playing at home: 5-1 plus 0.5 turn and 4.
Yeah.
Strange.
I was thinking 0.5 when you said it, but then I realised you meant glide, not turn. That is 1 stable disc.
Certainly not 4, Paddy. Jesus. All right. Who is the
Mine is.
highest rated female player on the Prodigy Discs team? They got a stacked field of MPO players, despite what their lawyer says.
Ooh. The highest FPO.
Highest FPO,
On Prodigy.
Prodigy. So they got Isaac Robinson, Gannon Burr, Kevin Jones,
But who are the
Luke
female?
Humphreys, Alden Harris. Name one of the ladies.
Highest rated lady.
Lucky? I know she's prodigy. But that was their thing. They did.
Yeah, the blonde. She came second. Well,
I just said
she
Lucky?
dropped back. Yeah, no. I'm just saying.
Don't copy my answer.
Mate, that's why I bought pen
highest
and paper
rated
so you
one.
could write it down, keep
I've
it
thrown it
discreet.
I don't even know.
Well, it is Leica.
No.
Oh!
Giving it to Patty.
Yeah,
She's rated
I wouldn't have got it.
Leica Lawrenson, rated 944. They also have Caroline Henderson. Is that her name?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna.
she's
I
good
almost
as well.
gave the answer
Yeah.
away because they didn't have anyone in the FPO any Americans.
Yeah, here we go. This is a question throwing back to 1998. So, Patty wasn't alive then. You should have the front running here, Fergs.
I was 17.
What disc did Scott Stokely use to break the distance world record in 1998?
I feel like
Crickets.
I've read this.
This is dead air.
This is really annoying. I've read this.
Any ideas what brand it is?
Innova.
No, I'm going to go. I think I might know.
Okay.
I think I might know. Yes.
All right.
I'll write it down.
98.
1998, Scott Stokely with just perfect form.
Nah, I'm not
Fergs,
sure.
what are we throwing?
Discraft Cyclone.
Oh, very close. Discraft XL.
Yeah,
I reckon I can almost find half a point for you, Fergs.
I think
We've
you.
brought that up before because it's basically a mid.
Here's a question close to home. What year was the first Nate Sexton Firebird released? Just got the newies. Saw him on the flying disc store, Fergie, looking very, very sharp. Get yours now.
Mm-hmm.
But when did the first one come out?
I think it's 2014. No, 15.
First answers only.
Oh,
The first ones.
Jeez,
Yeah,
just put an answer out there.
2014. This is important. 2014. I don't think it was 13, but 14.
It was 2015 was the first
Hey.
run of Sexy Birds. And
come
they're
on.
they're
I got
most-
it.
No, you don't get that. You said 14 first. Even if you were just putting Fergie off the scent. Now, here's one. What year was the Discraft Buzz released?
Oh, yep.
Pretty old disc. What are we thinking? All right, slap out some numbers.
2004.
2003 because it had the 20th
Hey,
anniversary.
there's
Oh, it's 2023. Shit.
Hey!
Patty obviously didn't buy his 20th anniversary Buzz. Bit of a easy question if you thought your way through that one. Very close though.
Yeah.
Still got there. What was the name of the Innova overmold disc made popular by Paul Macbeth that no one throws ever?
Innova.
Innova
Oh, yeah.
overmold thrown by Paul Macbeth.
We both know this, yeah.
Yep, I've got one in nice Richmond Tigers colours.
Oh,
actually.
mate.
Oh, really?
Horrendous.
I still got one. Yeah.
All right, what are we looking at?
Nova.
Nova.
The Innova Nova.
Yeah. Shit disc.
But man, everyone loved it when Paul Macbeth was throwing it.
Trash.
Who are the 3 FPO players with 5 world titles to their name?
Oh.
There are 3, and I'm going to need all 3 names for maximum points. All right,
Yep. All right.
run with it, Fergs.
I think if I've got it right, they've all got K's in them. We've got JK, Juliana Corva.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
correct.
I
Yep.
had JK.
Yep, Kristen Tatar.
No.
Oh, five. Okay, fine. One fuck then.
She's a 2-time. She just won the last 2.
I spaced out. And
All right.
I had Lane King.
Yeah, Elaine King's the other one. Patty, did you have all 3?
No, I had Paige,
Yep.
JK, and then I was going to say Mrs. Doss.
Oh, no, it's not.
No?
That was a silly.
It was
brain
Paige
fade.
Pierce, Juliana Corva, and Elaine King.
Elaine
So
King.
well done to those 2.
Jeez.
So we've got KT with 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there.
Last question, and Fergs currently got you on 8 points and Patty on 9 points. So this is much required.
I
of
need
you.
this. Have we got a tiebreaker if I get it?
I'll come up with one.
All right, sweet.
What are the flight numbers of Simon's new MVP disc, the Time Lapse?
Oh, jeez.
I just bought mine from Flying Disc Store. Saw Patty's written down some numbers. Patty, what are
Yeah.
we rolling with?
Well, it's basically a destroyer in it. So I said 12.5. I'm really 0.3. I think, but
Thanks.
I feel like it's -1.3.
12-5, -1-3.
It's 12-5, -1-3. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Here we go.
All right.
bad luck, Patty. Should have gone with your gut, mate. You can't give 2 answers. 2 answers is just automatically wrong. I do have a tiebreaker, actually. Came from
All right, bring it on.
It's a Who Am I?
Okay.
Now, I have been a Disc Golf PDGA member since 2018. I have 26 career wins to my name. And I started playing MPO in 2020.
Patty, is it you?
It's me!
That's a trick question.
Soon as he heard the MPO bit, he's like, "Oh yeah, I know
I could see the glint. I could see the glint in your eye,
I
Tim.
didn't have a tiebreaker. I just thought
That was good.
had to come up with something on the fly. So, Patty, you get the extra question. That's 10 points out of 21 with the extra one. So,
All right. Good. I hope you're enjoying that at home. And if you got some of those questions, we'd love to actually hear what if anyone beat us. So what did we both get? 9
out of the 20.
Yeah.
Patty got 9. Fergie got 8.
Right.
So I'd love to see what people got out of 20.
So just under 50%. That sounds like my schooling. Nice. Dig it. All right. Next up, we've got actually a couple of questions were sent in. We're going to go through them. Nath wants to know, any idea how to get the parked guys to film my round so that I can hit an ace?
Mate, how good has the parked ace thing? I kicked it off.
Yeah.
And it's just been going strong since then.
I think everyone needs a T-shirt from Parked.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And to be honest, the parked guys are filming everything. So I reckon just, hit them up and they'll come out and film you.
Mate, to get on their card, though, you need to jump onto the Park website and buy a Timmy Bowen T-shirt. That is guaranteed way. I mean...
What are they worth?
I haven't actually bought one myself yet. But
You shouldn't have to buy one.
Just ask Jade. He wore his on the weekend through plus 16. So guaranteed path to success, the old Timmy Bowen T-shirts from Parked.
Oh, love it.
My
All
dad
right.
bought one. Thinks he's the coolest kid going around, T's Bowen.
Connor Donnelly has asked, have you guys got your Disc Golf Network commentary contracts for 2024?
There's nothing signed yet, but there's something in the works.
I've been working on my keys for closing, Connor, so I'm all ready as soon as I get the call up.
All right. Joe Duran has asked, can you guys do a live recording at Tassie Nationals?
Oh, live recording.
Live recording. I don't even know what that would look like. But
No, we did float the idea, didn't we? But,
Yeah.
We do have the comfort of this nice podcast booth each week.
and a lot of editing from Patty.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe, Joe. Maybe. We'll look at some logistics. How about that? And then finally, the Camden Disc Golf boys have asked tips for someone looking to move into MPO. What areas should they practice and how often, etc.?
Yeah.
Everything and every day.
Yeah.
Everything every day.
The best tip is when you're actually registering, there's a drop-down box that says what division you'd like to go in, and you make sure you select MPO. That's
a
what
good
I've
start.
found. I've been doing that for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
Pays
Nice.
off, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
good one,
get
Tim.
in. Just get in. Like you might come last, but if you get into MPO, start playing a couple, you will get better, guaranteed.
What areas should you practice? Putting. Definitely putting.
Flex forehands.
Huge. I like it though. Any actual tips?
I mean,
Practice-wise?
100% putting. I mean,
Putting?
whatever. Like just
Oh, no,
everyone
actually,
can throw drives.
it was
who
a bit of a
cares?
joke, but definitely jump in, test the waters. We've seen a few players do it this year, and you rise to the occasion. So the best way
Mate,
to do it is jump
Absolutely.
in.
And
Ryan Michelle.
Ryan Michelle,
Yeah.
Leo Dice,
First-
Ryan Deere,
Yeah.
Blake Nichols, the comps he's played MPO, he's done very well.
Mate, and we're super fun in MPA, you know.
it's not that serious, is it?
Just wait.
Just what they should really be doing is taking away the drop down that says sandbagger as well. That will help avoid some things.
Nice. All right, cool. There were a few questions sent in, a bit of fun. What we also had sent in, actually, a little bit late and a bit bad on my behalf. I actually missed a couple of trash or caches from last week, so I thought I would add them in for those people because they were a bit put out when I didn't read them out for them. So, first one, earphones on the course, like headphones.
Headphones.
Yeah.
We've done that, right? Or have we not done that?
It's been a while, maybe if we haven't, but what are we saying?
I think it's trash.
Trash?
I think it actually should be not allowed, but...
Yeah? Cool.
Oh yeah, 100% trash. I'm just trying to think. I mean, are we talking like the little earpods or the big ones?
Mate, did you see...
I feel like you should be allowed to wear the big ones.
Did you see, what's his name? Not Evan Scott, Evan
Oh,
Smith?
yes,
No,
yeah.
the other Smith. Aiden Smith.
Yeah.
Aiden Scott.
Yeah.
They've got some similar names.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the Discmania Open in Canada, he was wearing full closed-back headphones when he putts.
Really?
That's
It
horrendous.
looked,
Nah.
it looked horrible.
He looked
Trash.
like that character off Star Wars. Have you seen him?
Oh, yeah.
Mate, why?
Dipshit.
Like,
Yeah, that shouldn't be allowed.
shouldn't be allowed.
Trash.
Looks silly.
The person who sent that in has also said absolutely trash, antisocial dopes. He
Yeah.
called them. So shots fired.
It doesn't actually say Absolutely. It says something else starting with F and then the G. But
I
it's all
decided
right.
to tone it down a little bit. Keep it PG-13.
All right, discs without an emblem or a theme. So,
what are
like,
we talking
example, some of the Prodigy Discmania discs, like your D2, M3, MD3, yeah, that type of thing.
Yeah, I'm with it. Trash.
Absolutely.
That's part of the reason why I never threw Prodigy. And I know the number system kind of is supposed to make it easier so you know which one you need to throw, but I kind of could never remember how it worked.
Yeah.
Like, and I just love throwing the Destroyer or the Firebird or like something with a name or an emblem or something.
It gives a character, it kind of, I don't know, it gives it something else. I mean, Discmania, kind of, they used to have the naming conventions of like, the Jackal.
Yeah, the Jackal. Yes.
The FD used to be the Jackal.
Okay.
And all of this kind of stuff, and there was the Frenzy, and then they did away with it and went with just letters. And they've done okay with it, because I couldn't tell you one Prodigy disc.
Yeah.
PA something for.
Well, they're just D for distance and then the numbers.
It makes
and
sense.
It's like,
and then there's the plastic as well.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Because the plastic's got a number.
That got me.
Yeah.
400G.
Yeah.
I thought when I first started, I was like, why have they got 400 gram plastic? Like,
Yeah.
I'm throwing 170 gram plastic.
Yeah.
How heavy are their discs? I was like genuinely
Yeah.
confused. I almost bought one just to like, oh man, maybe it goes like twice as far because it's like 3 times as heavy. But yeah, very,
Trash.
very confusing.
Trash.
He brought up the law thing. Roll with the trash. I want to hear the trash.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go through some of the themes of that disc golf companies have gone with. Because the law theme that DD have with like the justice and the verdict and the truth and the evidence, culprit,
Suspect.
suspect.
Yep.
Yeah. Kind of. I don't know.
Oh, no, sorry.
Third degree. I'm throwing my third degree manslaughter. Oh, actually, there's a good disc golf disc name. The manslaughter.
Manslaughter. Jeez.
14 speed.
I mean, where would like,
pending.
what is it, Clash discs? So they're doing like the, is it butter, popcorn?
Popcorn, mint.
Actually, on that
so
disc,
good.
that ad where she's like frying up a corn kernel and then it like pops into a frisbee, the popcorn frisbee.
Yeah.
My son loves that.
Yeah.
She's like, oh look, she's cooking frisbees. He genuinely thinks that's
Great
how
ad.
frisbees are made in the fry
Yeah.
pan.
I even saw Eric Oakley pop up in one of those ads as well.
Yeah.
It's good. I like it. All right. And to sort of finish us off, we've got we put out on the Instagram about your most underrated disc in your bag. So I thought I would just ask you fellas, and then we'll read out some, and if you've used any of them. But Tim, most underrated disc.
I mean, it has to be the Taipan.
Yeah.
I feel like no one
Fourth circle disc.
fourth
the Taipan.
circle Taipan. So everybody has a 9-speed overstable disc. FD3, Fallons, Raptors, Firebirds. When you need something that goes a little bit further or something that can handle even more wind, like that's the Taipan. And I feel like, I'm just going to put it out there. Taipan would have got it done in New South Wales Open.
Yeah, right.
In that wind.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
So Taipan. Not enough
Nice.
people are throwing it. And it's Aussie made and owned, so.
I like it. Fergie.
Okay, I've got 2.
Yep.
Maybe it's just because it's an old one and it's kind of cool. And I
They actually
just,
asked, like, what is the most? So maybe just go with one.
all right. I'll say a TL.
A TL.
TL. Yeah.
TL. Yeah. So I've got
T-Bird Long? Is that what that stands for?
Yeah, perhaps. I don't know. There was an FL as well. In fact, I saw something funny about that the other day.
Firebird Long.
Yeah.
They
long.
discontinued the FL, and I think I saw some talk of it. That's what the actual Firebird, the Sexy Bird is.
Okay.
That's why it's a little bit different than other ones.
Yeah.
Because it's actually the FL mold, not just the standard Firebird mold.
There you
There you go.
go.
The TL. So what are we using it for? It's a fairway.
It's basically a T-Bird L, so T-Bird long. It is a bit glidier, and I don't know. It's always been the bag. At the moment, I just kind of use it to get out of the rough, so just like some sort of little roller. But it's just I don't know. For me, it's like I don't know. I can throw it super straight. It's utility kind of thing. I'm using it to get out of trouble. I don't know. Yeah.
Good disc.
Nice. Mine's also a fairway driver, the Westside Fortress. Which is 10 speed. I think it's about a 5 glide and a 0.3. But my thing's been in the bag for a long time.
Yours is not that. Yours
No.
is like a -3.
Yeah, it's definitely
salmon-
a bit
salmon
straighter
boy.
now. So
It's the
the
salmon one, right?
Orange.
Orange.
Yeah.
It's salmon. It's definitely
A
salmon.
bit of off salmon, mate. It's somewhere between
Bad
salmon
salmon.
and apricot.
Maybe, yeah, salmon's guts.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a very straight fly for me. But yeah, epic disc, and I really don't see much of them around.
Yeah, they're
actually.
good. I had a Nico one that was like way beefy.
Oh, that thing was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I did bag one for a while, complete opposite disc. But yeah, if you can get your hands on one of those older Fortresses, yeah, they're really cool.
It's one of the coolest stamps in disc golf too.
cool.
is
Yeah.
the Fortress.
Yeah. All right, so
People sent in genuinely
Yeah.
curious about this.
yeah, so and if you've ever thrown one, yeah, chime in. But Martin Goat has said an Eclipse Wave.
The Wave.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, not sure what it is, but yeah, if you throw one, there you go. If you haven't, check one out. Underrated, apparently.
I like this one from Reese Circuit. He said the DX Rock.
Yeah.
And that's funny you mentioned that because it used to be like super, super popular, but now not that many people are sort of throwing it. But it used to be like Macbeth, like Philo was notorious for his rocks. Garrett Gerthy, does he still throw a lot of rocks?
I don't reckon I don't think so. But especially not a DX rock.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I think a lot of
was
this is in KC Pro rocks, right? I
yeah,
think
that's
just like slightly grippier plastic,
yeah.
but it's just basically
And
DX
stiffer.
Rock.
Yeah.
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 I mean, that was they were the mid range when I first started. It was either rock or buzz.
I like that
was
from
it.
Reese. He said it used to be a staple, but now it's underrated. So I tend to agree.
Yep.
Here you go, Tim. Simon Tanner says, my type band.
Oh,
There you go.
there's a man who knows his stuff. Simon Tanner.
A disc I can trust no matter how big the headwind is.
Yep, spot on.
Now, Dan Foster sent this one in, and I need to ask you about this one, Timmy. But he said a P1X, aka a P15S.
Yeah, the P15S.
Yeah.
Write that down on a bit of paper and look at what it looks like. Because he's taken the P15S when he throws that disc. Yeah, I coined it the P15S because, man, Dan throws some crazy shots with that P1X.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got like this late turnover glide with a putter.
Mm-hmm.
Threw one of the best shots that I've ever seen at the Tunnel Ridge Champs. Just ridiculous.
And this is the
Were the-
Discmania
Yeah.
P1X.
Disc
Were
mania.
they Aussie Open?
Yeah,
Were they P1Xs?
Aussie Open 2000 and, was it 15 or 17?
15.
15,
Pretty
yeah.
sure
They
it's
were
15.
P1Xs.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got one.
So do you remember the peninsula hole at Tunnel Ridge?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dan was like short of the corner and he throws a backhand turnover that like turns over late, gets all the way over and then glides and parks it from like short of the corner.
With
all
right.
that OB everywhere. Taking the P15S, Dan.
Yeah.
Ash Wiedner has said the MVP relay. I'll tell you what, MVP discs have gone gangbusters since Simon joined. And I know none of them.
I feel like the relay's a driver. Pretty sure.
It's a disc. I don't know.
Yeah.
I believe it is.
Okay. Anyway.
Nath, Star Destroyer, then Star Cayman.
Yeah.
Star Destroyer, no one throws those.
Yeah. I think that was a bit of a lull. Thanks.
MVP just tried to make one, like every other brand. And then the Star Cayman, which is like, the Cayman's like a overstable approach, mid-range.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
mid-range.
yeah, Like a 5-speed, I think.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Budgie was bagging a Cayman for a little bit there.
He
I
was,
feel like.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're actually, I mean, that's a fair call, actually, because I did bag one for a little while as well. Nice
Maybe it was you, yeah.
baby blue. Anyway, it was really good. I don't know why it left the bag, but anyway.
Fits perfectly between the Firebird and the Pig, apparently. So,
Yeah.
not bad.
And it left your bag because you discovered latitude 64. So moving on.
True. Clayton. Oh, sorry, no, you can go for it, Patty.
I was just, Clayton, an RPM Tui
Oh, not the Tui.
for the
People
smooth
froth
up
the Tui.
shots. Smooth up shots. But he's also said the Casterplast Lots.
Did Clayton send in the Tui for like most overrated discs?
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, the Melbourne boys froth the Tui. Blake Houston bags a Tui.
Yeah.
I find them on the ground and I try and throw them back to their players, and they might be 40 metres away, and I burn those things over, and all of a sudden they've got not a 40 metre walk to pick it up, they've got an 80 metre walk to pick it up. So the Tui,
you probably have to release them flat and not on a 45-degree angle, Tim.
yeah, no, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Good point. And you're try and throw them with exactly like 6% power, otherwise they're gone.
But yeah, he also sent in the Casterplast Lots. Now, I'm not all over Casterplast at all, but is that the one Stokely was putting out there?
Yeah, Stokely had like 3,000 lots made.
So he had lots of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lots of them.
he had lots.
with the stall flight numbers incorrectly put on the front.
Yeah, that's right.
I was like, oh, that's sick. These will be a bit of a collector's item. He's like, yeah, I got 3,000 of them made. So good luck with that. But yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think the lots is like a 9-speed, slightly understable disc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. LA Disc Golf has said a C line Dynasty. So C-Line, that's Discmania?
The Dynasty, the Dynasty,
Dynasty?
It would have to be.
Shady Nasty.
Clearly, it's underrated because never really kind of quite.
Yeah,
There
no,
you go.
I think that's one of the. Well, you couldn't making. I don't know what the history here. So Discmania, before they started making their own stuff, weren't they getting stuff made by Yukun? Did I make that up?
They had like it's called the Active line and Active Premium line. So they're the ones
Okay.
that are made in China, and before they kind of
Was that-
moved their ops to Sweden.
Was the Dynasty one of those?
I'm not too sure actually.
The Shade Dynasty.
It sounds like
there
it,
are well, see,
Shady.
I
Shady
should know,
Nasty.
bloody run a shop. But anyway, clearly got to do a Discmania order.
Yeah.
There is like the Midnight Prowl and the Nordic.
Yeah, they're all the tour
Yeah.
series stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just wondering is that fall into that category? Is that someone's tour series?
I think it
Maybe.
falls into the opposite category of the nasty stuff. But I'll take LA Disc Golf's
where the flashing
word for
just
it.
tears you up.
Nick Holstead, my beat up ESP Force, perfect forehand distance driver.
Underrated and ESP Force.
Everyone throws a Force.
Underrated?
Yeah,
Yeah, don't know about that, but definitely a beat up one, sure.
yeah, beat up
throw-
one. It'll
Yep.
be a destroyer. Nice.
Yeah.
JB from WA says, I presume it's him from WA.
Yep.
Tournament Ice Sword.
Tournament
Yes.
Ice Sword.
Tournament Ice Sword. But I mean, yeah, okay. Is
Yeah.
it underrated though? Is a sword an underrated
What's a sword?
driver?
Well, sword's overstable, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a bit of a slower speed. It's like,
Is it 12?
Yeah, it's a bit of a
12, so it's a
attempt.
slow speed.
Wow, yeah. It's a bit more understable, I should have said. But yeah, the tournament ice is obviously the ice plastic is more stable. So
You say
Yeah.
obvious. That's not obvious. I had no clue it was more stable.
yeah, well there you go. Learn something every day. But I'd say that'd be pretty close to a destroyer,
Okay.
or maybe a stable wraith.
Stable around.
Love it. These discs are just underrated because everyone throws destroyers.
Yeah.
So good. Tim Wright, Westside Artie.
Yeah, that's a good one actually. Yeah,
That's like the Firebird wannabe?
pretty
Yep,
much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
But
disc.
that's got the cool that's like the Cthulhu stamp, the tentacle face dude. Is that the Artie?
No, that's the
No.
Tursus.
Oh, the Tursus. Okay.
Yeah. Artie's basically like Poseidon. This
Okay.
guy with a big trident on it.
Either way.
Spearing a fish.
Either way, Westside with their stamps.
Oh,
Yeah.
We've said it before, but like on point.
They are the best. Yeah.
On point.
I think Westside in general underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
Lewis Jones has said the Latitude 64 Saint Pro.
Yep. Can agree
Yep.
with that. Good
Yep.
disc.
Yep.
Good, stable sort of fairway driver.
What are all
Yeah.
the trilogy like pros throwing? Like they don't seem to throw like that sort of stuff.
Some of the, what's that? Felberg was throwing a Saint
Okay.
Pro
Yeah.
back then. They didn't have stock of the Saint Pro for ages.
Okay.
And I think since COVID, they kind of, they really focused on the newer discs and that sort of thing. So they kind of went out of production a little bit, but they're starting to come back more now.
Yeah.
So it's more of an older popular disc, that's for sure.
Blake Houston is chiming in with the Venom, the relatively new disc from Discraft.
I
Yep.
got to admit, watching Blakey throw that, and Tim, you know what the Venom is, so you've thrown out every time on the commentary. He's like, "Yep, that's his Venom," and he throws that thing like crazy, man. It's good to
Yeah.
watch, very good to watch.
Straight out of the box, I thought that disc was going to be good when they released it. Might have bought a lot for the shop, and I 100% underrated because they haven't bloody sold. So I've got about 20 bloody first run Venoms in the shop. Get on and buy one.
baby.
because
Okay.
they are, yeah, I'm telling you now. Like they're sitting there going, I
Well-
should probably do a special on them, but anyway.
Yeah, well, go watch Blake on the WA Open and see how they do fly.
Seem like an overstable sort of 9 or 10 speed. Is that what we're looking at?
I think they're 12, 13. Yeah,
Okay.
12, 13.
Okay,
yeah.
they're even higher speed. Okay.
Yeah, pretty slow. Nice. Kyle Herbertson has said a H3V2. I don't know if that's like.
I think that's a venereal disease.
Yeah, I'm
That's
bored.
actually the
Yeah.
COVID-19 next booster shot that we're all getting. Got to go. I booked in to get my H3V2 next week. Actually,
Yeah. Moving on.
no,
Yeah.
that's
Underrated,
That was
sure.
what
What is it? Is it a
I
Prodigy?
think it's a hybrid disc version 2. I don't
Okay.
know what the second 3 stands for.
But is it Prodigy?
It's a Prodigy
Okay,
disc. Yeah,
right.
KJ was loving it, but
Yeah, okay.
that's because he probably throws it vertically. take that, Turbo. Caleb Dyer, the Viking disc, the Ragnarok.
Maybe it's Ragnarok.
I don't know.
Ragnarok.
Hey, this is not a
Feel like
Marvel
it's
film.
Ragnarok. Yeah,
Don't- don't get confused now.
I'm already hit trash again because if it's related to Marvel in any way, I'm out.
I'm pretty sure it's Ragnarok. He's misspelled that, but
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Sounds cooler. That's probably how they get away with the copyright infringements.
Justin Wilkinson says the Mako 3. Now, I don't know if it's how underrated it is. I know probably don't see it get thrown by many people, but I bagged that thing for a long time.
Yeah.
It was such a nice disc.
I've seen you throw some crazy lines with that.
Gorgeous disc.
I just remember when like COVID hit and we got like that influx of Ultimate players and they were like not really liking the sport. And I was just like, you guys should get a Mako 3. And then they're like, hey, I'm good at this.
Yeah.
Because I can just throw these like nice pop-up hyzers with the Mako 3.
I love it. So, yeah, big thanks to everyone who sent in some of their most underrated discs. If there was any that you had no idea and you want to give a try, I reckon, go out, check it out. Except maybe that H3V2. That sounds like it sucks. That brings us to the end of another episode of the Tee Off. Big thank you, Fergie. Big thank you, Tim. Had a bit of fun this time round. And thanks to Austin for joining us too. Please make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram and send in any questions or topics you would like us to discuss. Until next time, we hope you get out and play some disc golf with your mates. Thanks, boys.
So that's the end of the episode. Thanks for listening. I don't know why you're still here. We have to go see our families. Seriously. Just go play disc golf.